Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome back to Crash Landing with Light. As you can see, I went a little crazy on the loaded baked potatoes, but that's because I've got the soy, and apparently these potatoes are mostly soy. If you take a look at the recipe for these, you've got firm tofu and cheese and a buttered potato. The cheese is made from soy milk and salt, and then the butter is made from silken tofu and salt. So yeah, mostly soy and salt with a little bit of potato. I've also been making some meaty stew, which oddly enough is also mostly soy. Firm tofu for the meat. The flour is made from grinding up rice, and the stock is made from bones. We've got tons of bones. Rice is easy. Raw tofu is fine, so no power necessary. Didn't have to cook anything to make the meaty stew. And the breaded pork chop uses the firm tofu, the flour, and a skillet, so equally free of cooking. These potatoes, however, you do need to cook the potatoes in the first place, but it's not too bad. So here we are back at our pneumatic craft setup. I did a bit of work throwing some things in there, and now we've got ourselves 11 of these unassembled PCBs. I've only got enough to work with 10 of them today in this chest. Waha! We're going to be doing lots of things with machines today. Let's see, did I complete some quests off camera? I probably did at least one. So basic survival, I did get the deep tank controller so I could get some more bricks, such that I could come down here and move my high oven over here. And you're looking at it going, hey, that's the same high oven you had over there. Well, not exactly. It is now 8 tall, comes all the way down into the basement. I improved my smeltery a little and set up my cobblestone generator over here too, hooked into the crucible as a lava generator for the smeltery. So it pipes into both this tank and that one. So if I ever need a bucket of lava, I can come and pick it up. But this place is really hot, so you probably shouldn't stand there very long. This high oven is ridiculously efficient. So let's grab a little bit of iron. So we make ourselves some of this iron dust. And we go whoop-ow, whoop-ow. See how fast it's cooking? Well, each one of these is going to turn into 3 iron ingots worth of fluid. Comes out into there and adds on to these blocks. So what I just put in there was 3 blocks of iron worth of dust. And it's already done. It's ridiculously efficient so long as you've got a good source of charcoal. I don't necessarily have a good source of charcoal just yet. Oh, why am I carrying my cooking gear around? Let's put it in there for now. Don't have a good source of it just yet, but I've got an idea. But if we come back up here, we've got these unassembled PCBs, so we need to assemble them, so we need transistors, which requires plastic, redstone, and compressed iron. We're on simple mode, so we just toss in these seeds, and they get turned into their appropriate plastic. Now there is a minor design flaw with this thing, that every now and then, if you put in tons and tons of things, they can glitch out of the box. Usually they've been compressed, and then they'll glitch out. So you just want to walk around just to make sure it is what it should be. Okay, so we've got those in place. Now we switch it over to secondary item mode, and then we throw in all the things for the transistors and the capacitors. Just a tiny little weight, and we'll have 30 of each, which means we can assemble our 10 PCBs. And you look, we're at 29, which means one likely jumped out of the box. Small price to pay for never losing any pressure, because if we look here, it's still at 9234. just like it was in the previous episode. Haven't charged it up, haven't done anything. It just is how it is. So we come over here, unassembled, 3 of these, 3 of those, and we've got 10 printed circuit boards. Voila! Now, unfortunately, that's not what we need. If we come over, well, this one, I never did finish that air cannon. We might get to that, we might not. But for the technological revolution, need to cover these basics, so we need the logic card. To make those, you use this. So you put these in the center of that, and that's what you get. So if we come over here, oh, it changes the order. Well, that's annoying. Okay. So we put these in the middle. I believe it's red here and plastic there. There we go. It was the other way around. It's always the other way around. So now we've got 10 of these logic cards, and they don't stack. Oh, that's rough. Okay, I guess we'll live with that. We've got those, now we need a machine frame. Well, I don't just want a machine frame. I want lots of machine frames. We're going to be making lots of machines, no sense in not making tons of the frames. So we put this in the middle. Glass, electrum, and invar. We made these using the smeltery in the basement. And then we get a machine frame. Unfortunately, now we have to put one in the middle, pull the machine frame out. Put one in the middle, take the machine frame out. And then eventually we'll have 10 of these guys, so we can make ourselves 10 machines, either the same or different. We'll see which ones we want. And then we come back here, all done, and we'll get an 11th. Electrum or invar. 6 of one, half dozen the other. It doesn't really matter. We got tons of the stuff to make those. And now we unlock some things. Basic applied energistics. Although a true AE system will take up quite a few resources to set up, you will get the basic infrastructure set up fairly easily. We need an ME chest and 1K storage. Should be relatively easy. Basic machines. We already made an auto packager. Energetic infuser for charging jetpacks. Redstone furnace for cooking things. Pulverizer. We need a pulverizer. Invar battle wrench. Impulse item duct. And pneumatic servos. Though basic, these machines should serve you well while you get the rest of your technological infrastructure up. Plus, the pulverizer can take over for all the ore, gravel, and ore sand hammering you have been doing. It will happily turn ore gravel into ore sand and ore sand into ore dust. It even will output bonus ore pieces just like a hammer, although at a slightly reduced rate. Okay, we'll certainly be making those sooner rather than later. Precision sledgehammer and a tin upgrade. Gets us another card, some invar, and some rubber. What did this one give us? Oh, right, that. Also, back in basic survival, we could make the glacial precipitator. And then find out what this high golem is. Might want to research that before we put him down. So, yeah, I'm thinking since we got the snow a while back, we'll make ourselves that glacial precipitator. So, machine frame, we got snow, we've got piston, no problem, copper, gold, and redstone. So let's go downstairs. We'll probably need a couple of these. Let's grab a little bit of redstone too. Gold, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We'll hold on to those. Grab several blocks worth of copper, because I have a feeling the glacial precipitator isn't the only one that'll need that. Let's grab some iron as well. Gonna need to make those pistons. They take iron and redstone. Cobble. Grab a stack. And we're gonna need some wood as well, which is likely over here in one of these chests. No wood over in the industrial district just yet. Got nice dirt set up and everything in here. We should have a decent amount of wood. There's a little bit, not as much as I would like. Wow, really running a bit low. Here we are. We just need to take our chisel and put them back to normal. Okay. Need that and some iron, redstone, and cobble. We'll likely need more than just this one piston, so I'm gonna make 6 of them. Don't know how many we actually need, but that should be good. Let's come over here, grab our snow. Geez, we have way too much stuff in our inventory. That should be good for now. Let's put our shears in there. Okay, glacial precipitator. There we go. And Impa gives us cold water and high gullum. Awesome. And it unlocks nothing. Let's look at this ender generator. That should be fun. Ender generator. Ooh. That could be fun. Probably should have done a search for generator first. Okay. And pearls, ender eyes, another card, furnace. Oh, it takes the card, not the machine frame. Interesting. Probably shouldn't have turned all of my cards into machine frames then. What was going to give me a card? This was going to give me a card. So, precision sledgehammer and a tin upgrade. Precisione. Plastic and sticks. We've got more than enough sticks laying around here somewhere. It's just a question of where. Sticks. Do we have any plastic laying around here, though? We do! Was it like this? And it was! And now we check on the tin upgrade. Our tin is not here. Iron, tin. Takes a bit of gold, a bit of plastic, a bit of tin, and a bit of redstone. We've got spare plastic. We should have some gold nuggets in the mob trap, actually. Oh, cold water taking up space. Go away, cold water. Speaking of water. I'm going to put that high gullum in here. Put the dolly away. We'll save the glacial precipitator for later. Might actually do something with it. Put some fluid ducts. Okay. Okay, let's go. I should have gold nuggets in the mob trap. Oh, it's nighttime. Let's sleep. Yeah, there are a lot of interesting things that you get in that mob trap. There's one that was particularly unexpected. some things are a little weird. You don't necessarily expect mobs to be dropping torches. You don't necessarily expect them to give you mushrooms and sugar. But the really super odd thing are silverfish stones. Did not expect things to be dropping that. That's really quite weird. But they did, and I'll try to think of something to do with it. Not really sure what good silverfish are when you just have 2 of them. I suppose I could put them into an auto spawner and make as many as I want, but really? Silverfish? Okay, so let's go upstairs where we've got the plastic. Got tons of plastic in here. 1, 2, 3. And we need tin. Should have tin for days. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Gonna make more crafting benches such that we don't have to run around all the time trying to find them. Okay, so tin and plastic and gold and red. Gets us a tin upgrade, which we'll put right in here because it's for MFR and we don't need it. There we are. Give us some fun things. And it opens up using what you got. With a grinder running, you're making a lot of mob essence. Time to put it to good use. Auto spawner. Yeah. This stuff is so cheaty. You just grind things up and make more things to grind up and... I will likely end up using them for something, but not just for general purposes. I'm not going to use those until my life is already too luxurious to stand. However, that means we now have the card that we wanted. Let's put that away. Actually, we might need Invar for something. Put the rubber away for now. Okay, so what did we need for the ender generator besides ender and card? No, that's a potions generator. That'll be fun eventually. Ender generator, redstone, and a furnace. Where did I put that furnace down? I had one. There it is. Furnace, redstone. We're gonna need some blaze powder, but just 2. We've got tons somewhere. There we are. 1, 2 blaze powder. And then we've got tons of ender pearls in our barrel. Probably should have grabbed those while I was over here, but it's okay. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wow, 16 stacks of things. Well, they're still small stacks, but whatever. Time to eat a potato. Yeah, look at that. Look at all that saturation. Soy makes all the difference. So we put 2 of these in here. Get these, which go on either side. Looking at you all funny. Fancy card. I needed redstone and a furnace. And now we have an ender generator, which runs on ender pearls. And we've got quite a few ender pearls. So that might actually be useful. Let's come back in here. That'll give us some more ender pearls, handy, and some hardened energy conduit, so we can move the energy slightly faster than leadstone. 20 minutes per ender pearl. It's nice. We will do better. Ramping up grinder and reactant dynamo. Let's see what we need. I do want to kind of close that out, so no sense just leaving it around. If we can make these really fast, we will. If not, we'll save it for next time. Tin gear, Invar sword, machine frame, books. Interesting. And some plastic. Plastic we can make over there. Invar sword, we've got the Invar. Tin gears take iron and tin. We have that over there. The books, however, we need to grab some leather. 1, 2. we've got some reeds over here, so we can certainly make that paper. That's 6. That's 6. Okay, 6 makes paper, leather and paper for the books. I'll need sticks. Do we have any in here? They drop everything else. Why not sticks? We only need the 1 for the Invar sword. There we go. We'll get the tin back in the other place. We'll get the plastic there, and we've got the machine frames. Reception is the one we've already got, so that's good. What was the other thing that it wanted us to make? It wanted to make a reactant dynamo. Bronze. Bronze we don't have on hand, and we don't have one of these little cards left. So we will not be making the reactant dynamo in this episode. We do want to finish that grinder, though, just to say it's done. Between this episode and the next, I will make lots of other machines. I will absolutely make the pulverizer, because not only can it change the types of ores down to the others, it can also grind the cobble into gravel to be fed into here, the gravel into sand to be fed into here. Once we've got the sand, we'll get ancient spores so we can have mycelium to get witch water so we can get soul sand. That'll be a good day. So we definitely need to make those. What did we need? We needed tin for days. Tin for days. We needed to keep that iron. What else did we need? Plastic. So that's 8 tin. Plastic, machine frame, books. Yeah, should be good. Hop up here. Iron in the middle. Not copper. Tin all around. There's those 2. And now we need plastic. 1, 2. Invar. Plastic. Machine frame. Gears. Coil. And books. And we get ourselves a grinder. Eats up mobs, turns them into mob goo, and gives you their drops. It's not bad. It's a fancy tool. It does far away things and can create serious automation. It's kind of nice. It's a little crazy, but it is what it is. I'm probably not going to use it right away. This energy generator, I might. I'd rather make a furnace generator, and now that I think about it, I believe that takes a card as well, not the machine frame. So I made lots of machine frames that I might not have needed, but they are definitely used for the redstone furnace. They're used for the pulverizer, which also uses flint. Finally have a use for flint. Pretty much all of the thermal expansion machines use the machine frames. So furnace, pulverizer, the sawmill I've never used, but could come in handy. The induction smelter, which is really good. It takes 2 different things and alloys them together, even stuff that you can't make alloys of in the Tinker's smeltery. Magma crucible for melting things down. Fluid transposer you've seen. Glacial precipitator makes snow. Igneous extruder is fancy. It takes lava and water and makes igneous type rocks from it. You can make cobblestone with them, but it's slower than our cobblestone generator as it is. The aqueous accumulator is ridiculously cheaty for this world, but if you look at what it takes to make it, my goodness, that's expensive. These 64k fluid storage take these things, which take 3 of those, which take 3 of those, which take 3 of those, which takes all of this. They grow exponentially. And takes these various tanks just to get to this 64k fluid. 2 of those and enderium blocks, which take enderium blend and pyrotheum dust, which takes all sorts of crazy things. So even though it's a fairly cheaty block, it's crazy expensive. And if you can afford to make this, you kind of deserve all the water you get from it. The cyclic assembler builds things, and the energetic infuser powers up your power-based things. For example, your jetpack. Whee! So those are the various machines. Each one takes a machine block. I've got 10 machine blocks, and there are more than 10 machines here. If I get one of each, it won't be a waste. But between this episode and next, I will set up the pulverizer, get things sifting like mad down here. Then I think for the following episode, we're going to want to set up a witch water area. Because not only do we want to get the soul sand, we might want to capture some of these guys and turn them into other interesting things. Like if you take a skeleton and dip it in witch water, it's a wither skelly. Now, why we would want those? Well, you'll see. I definitely want them eventually. I'm not sure what you get when you dump creepers and zombies into the witch water. But if you take a villager and drop it in, it turns into a witch. Endermen, it's water. They'll teleport away. They don't like it. So that's why creating a mob trap like that one over there, dropping through witch water, you'll end up with endermen everywhere. Don't do it. But that's everything for this episode. We've made a bit of progress with the machines and with the quests. We almost finished basic survival. Just that reactant dynamo remaining. Hopefully there might be an extra final quest over here. But then we should be able to make ourselves a cannon, do the final stuff in Under Pressure, and then get ourselves lots of fancy machines. We might take a little break from the quests to get some of the infrastructure that I want set up. For the sieve and the witch water and all that. I do want to make a restaurant of sorts, but that'll likely use applied energistics, so we can just build it as a branch off somewhere, either this way or over that way, where it'll automatically make and display the food, and then I don't have to run and make myself potatoes all the time. That's all the time I got for this episode, so I will catch you in the next episode of Crash Landing with Light.